bar. You can get your drink on and sit
Wait,
there.
can you swim all the way around there?
You can swim all the way around now. Yeah.
But then how do people get to the bar?
walk
They
up their
step
steps.
up, and it's no steps. You just walk, and it like gets shallower and shallower as you walk. your favorite land again?
Bert.
And why?
Toothless. Toothless.
What else? You were just saying.
Show.
And the interaction of the
Yeah.
people. Yeah. What was your second favorite thing?
Dark humor.
And what ride was it?
Right dips down to catch.
Yeah, that got you, huh?
I
Was
don't know
it
what
scary?
that name of the ride.
Was it scary? Was it scary?
Yeah. When I got off, I was, yeah. I was
you-
already crying. Back when I was 4.
Well, you were little back then. Now you're 10.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah. So Alexander, what do you think of this so far?
Speechless.
Nice.
So many beautiful touches around this park and hotel. Unbelievable. Hidden Easter eggs, not even an Easter egg, stars, moons, planets. It's absolutely magical, otherworldly, and just so creative and well thought out. Just in total amazement of this place. It'll definitely be a place that we frequent when we get a chance to come to Florida.
see if you're right. I'm gonna get my compass out. This way is east, and you're right. North is that way.
What?
Where's south? Yep, that's south. Where's west? Okay.
I knew that because I follow the sun.
Follow the sun. So what? Yep, it does. What? You already said.
What did he say?
I'm not stupid like you.
Somebody mowed it, huh? Mowed the grass. They need to change that though on their website so that people know, because we didn't have to hurry down here. Dave, grab some
Maybe
things.
902 it should be on.
What, babe? Did you say something? Did you say something? Does what?
I thought you said something.
I thought you said something. Go get your stuff, bitch. Don't touch it. Those are reserved.
Okay.
Yes, you have to pay. For those, you do. You don't have to down here, babe. Those are upgraded, so you. Those are upgrades, so. Right there. Come on, babe. This is 3 feet.
3 feet.
That's what it says. 3
4'2".
feet, .9. Oh, I think it's getting deeper over there.
I'm 4'2".
Is it freezing, babe? Is Is it freezing?
It's not bad.
It's not as bad as Discovery Cove, okay?
Yeah, we'll put it that way. It's not as bad as the club and Discovery Cove. We'll put it that way. It's not as bad, but it is a bit cold.
Okay.
Like, it's not too bad of a cold.
Well, you know why? I think it's because it's also early in the morning.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
quite hot outside yet.
Warmer because, less water.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be warmer with the sun reflecting down on it.
Right.
Wait, are you standing?
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Are you saying stand up?
Yeah.
That's it. You like knees are bent. There you go. Were they?
Here I am sitting at the hot tub, getting a little bit warmed up before I go in that cool pool.
Someone take my feet.
Last moment of our vacation at the Helios Grand Hotel. Thank you, Epic Universe and the Helios, for a wonderful stay. Enjoyed it so very much. Amazing place, amazing people, great time.
I'm ready.
So he's ready to go. So
Only forever.
life is an adventure.
Life's an adventure.
Hello and welcome back to Only Forever Adventures.
Hi.
Today we're going to do this little commentary on our stay at the Grand Helios and what that adventure entailed. We were up at, oh my gosh, 4 o'clock in the morning, I think. We were out of the house by 5:30,
Oh yeah.
trying to find our way to the Helios Grand. It was not fun, to say the least. We were routed around 50 times. We finally made it.
Constructions.
Yeah, a 25-minute ride from my brother's home to Helios turned into 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was not good because of construction. It was also dark, so it was harder to navigate. But finally we made it. We were able to check in, and the concierge, Spencer,
Was great.
was wonderful, very accommodating.
Oh my goodness.
He made special the fact that he made Xander's room key, How to Train Your Dragon room key, because he knew we were going into Epic. Just wonderful. Bended over backwards for us to take care of anything we needed.
What's nice was too that they told us before the check-in was at 4 o'clock, and when we got there, and Spencer said that we can check in now,
Right.
which was amazing.
You're allowed. You were actually allowed to. Pre-check-in was at 7 a.m. 4 o'clock was when you could come in, but because our room was ready at 7 a.m., he said you can gladly go right on up. We did not. We chose to get in the line to buy the Epic Universe tickets and took care of that. After we took care of that, me and David, we walked around and saw some things for ourselves without the rest of the party. And just were blown away. seeing it in person
Yes.
after watching this thing get built
for the
from,
past
you know,
4
brick and
years,
mortar
brick-
rocks
yes.
and dirt, and then to be this grand
Yeah,
grand hotel.
Amazing.
Yes, so well named. Helios Grand. What a powerful, powerful name for a beautiful, beautiful place. We were impressed the moment we walked in the door.
Yep.
And still are.
Yeah, still
We still are.
Yeah. We had a park view room, which was amazing in itself.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I insisted on that type of stuff and arranged that stuff before we even left, that it would be a park view room and is centralized in the middle. I specified all these things and they were so accommodating. We also needed a rollaway bed, and that was in the room because there was 5 of us. And just amazing place. So after we looked around on our own a little bit, we went back to my brother's house and picked up the rest of the party, which consisted of my older nephew, who's 21, and my brother Bob and Alexander. And at that point, that's when we told Alexander that he was going to meet Toothless in the Isle of Burke in Epic Universe. And he was just thrilled because he knew that that park was closed to the general public and that we would not be able to make it in there this trip. But we surprised him with that, and that was the grand finale of our vacation. So it was so appropriate, so wonderful to have started our trip with amazing adventure at Discovery Cove with swimming with sharks and the dolphins, and just that place in and of itself is always amazing for us.
To end it,
and then to wrap it up with this wonderful new adventure that none of us knew what we were really. Me and David had known what we were going to be looking at because we have been watching the making of it for the past 5 years, but they did not know what they were really looking at, and they were all very impressed and taken back by Epic Universe. And that'll be another vlog. However, we're still going to focus on the Helios. The Helios, I can't say enough. It is a lot. It was pricey. It was pricey for us. However, it is what it is, and you only live once. So we paid a lot for one hotel room.
Well worth it.
But I would have paid double if I had to.
Yeah.
And we toured the hotel. We were on every floor, as you'll see in the vlog.
We took a picture of.
You'll see us on every floor as we got off.
And there's 10 floors. So
so we got off on every floor, and at the top, there's also some other things. There's also pictures of like the lobby and the gym and the arcade,
the little small arcade,
the private park entrance that you use when you are going into the Epic Park, and the little restaurant it's not a little restaurant, but the restaurant that's on I can't think of it, Flora something
I can't.
Aurora, Flora, but there's a little snack place on the other side where you can get coffee and breakfast snacks and pastries and things like that, which we did have our breakfast there on Tuesday morning. And there's a balcony that you can go out on and look right over into Epic at the Apollo statue, which is, oh my God, he's my favorite. It is my favorite. I thought Luna was going to be my favorite because she's just beautiful. But the Apollo statue was just so lovely. The way the water, the fountain, the lighting at night,
just everything.
The arch that goes over him had a phrase on it, like pure poetry, and it's just beautiful about him, like shooting the arrow through the sky to bring in the night, and then Luna the same way. She brings the stars into it. It's just so poetic and so amazing. We just love this theming that was going on in Epic. Then we went upstairs.
Yeah, went upstairs.
And we had to get make a little reservation for the evening for
the Helios Bar,
which is on the top floor in the
dome,
the golden dome. with the constellations on the ceiling and all of that, and it's just phenomenal. It's really beautiful.
That was a sight to see.
We went in during the earlier morning.
Yeah, we went
and saw it like at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock
I think it was.
in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dave had a drink, and I had a mocktail.
Yeah.
And the bartender and the service. I mean, the people are all so friendly, so nice. Of course, they're ready to accommodate anything you need.
Yeah. Our bartender, his name was Enrique. And he made an amazing mocktail drink.
He made
for
me
my
a
wife.
mocktail.
Oh my goodness!
It was grapefruit with a hint of mint and something else fabulous. Oh my, so refreshing and good. It was really, really good. And then there was another server there, and I don't think we caught his name, but he gave us the hint of, as we're taking pictures, he gave us the hint to like stand right here, and he took a picture of us together for us. That put the constellations and the top of the bar perfectly. It was the perfect spot to take a picture, and he did that for us. And he didn't have to. He didn't have to stop what he was doing to accommodate us. We went and looked outside there, and
the views.
Oh, just beautiful. On top of the views, let me just say, the view for the park side, mind-blowing, blows you away. It's just gorgeous. That park is so elegant and well put together. It's beautiful. Everywhere you look is a picture opportunity. Every picture you would take looks like a postcard, from the landscaping to the way the buildings are built to the designing of the buildings. To me, it's Art Deco-ish, steampunk-ish. It's all those things rolled into one. It's celestial. It's all of those things.
Everything had a place.
Yes, and
just lined up perfectly.
Just gorgeous. Yeah. Between the sounds of that park and the music playing in the background, it just sets the mood. It's really fabulous and phenomenal. And Helios is a big part of that, because when you see this hotel, and the word grand, it is huge, and it is so majestic. And the presence of this place, the footprint, beautiful, just beautiful. And so we saw that, and then we went into Epic later that day, which all ran very smoothly. We were in the park. Yeah. Oh, they have a very nice system where you go into the private entrance. If you're a hotel guest, you get to go through the private entrance. There's security there. You go through the security, and you're right onto the path. Weather alert. So you go right onto the path to get you right in, and you're right there. You're right in the park, and it's great. Yeah. Check in, check out was great. The accommodations were
Valet
great.
parking was nice.
Valet parking was nice.
The beds were comfortable.
I was just gonna say the beds were very comfortable. My nephew was so in love with, and I've heard mentioned on other vlogs, that you can push the button on the wall to open and close the drapes, which was really cool. Which was really cool for him to open and close the drapes with a button and not have to, go over there and do it by hand. Yeah. But just an amazing. The carpeting in the hallway.
Oh my goodness.
We just love the carpeting. Yeah. Also very pretty to look at, but
oh my goodness,
every step was like you were walking on a cloud or a pillow. It was so lush.
I want to take my shoes off and just
run up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
It was really really nice, and obviously they spared no expense for this place.
No, top notch, everything.
And I love that. that. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? The gym was very large, and
to me, I think
it wasn't overly big.
The gym to me it's your basic gym, treadmill, I think one little machine for bench press, but that's it. It's just a small gym.
I thought it was ample for what you would be doing on a vacation.
You're on vacation, so maybe there's 3-4 treadmills. Yeah. But it was nice.
And they had the arcade.
Small arcade. It's a small arcade for the kids, which you don't need a big one anyway.
I would not have ever thought to put an arcade in a hotel like that. Oh, there was also a gift shop. And that was nice. A universal gift shop, so that if you wanted to pick up something, you could do that. Yeah. Last minute or whatever.
Last minute. Then we made a reservation for the Helios bar for 10:30 that night with our nephew Jack. And it was my wife and I and him. We went there, and the food Well, oh my goodness.
To hear Jack talk, he said it
Yeah.
was the best food he ever ate in his life.
It's the best food I ever had too. Seriously.
And there I included pictures of some of the most of the food, not everything, but most of the food that we did have, and it was very impressive. Tasted great.
Yeah. Oh.
Tasted great.
Yeah, the chicken wings.
I had the Heritage fried chicken wings, crispy fried chicken wings, which were so different because there was some type of, I don't even know what it was. It was like a cream cheese or creme fraiche white, like not a sauce. It wasn't a sauce. It was almost like a paste. It was thick. It was like a cream that was underneath the chicken wings with pomegranate seeds thrown on it. And when you took that bite with that cream cheese, the chicken, and the pomegranate, delicious.
Yes.
Would not have thought that it would have been good. It was delicious. So very good. You had...
I had a fried... what was it? Yeah, fried octopus.
You had the fried octopus. Jack had got
the crab cake with caviar on it.
Crab cake with caviar. He also got the oysters.
And oysters. Then we had the charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board, yeah. We had that as well.
Yeah, but the octopus was delicious.
I'm not
so tender.
Yes, and I'm not a seafood person, not at all. I can take some shrimp and I can take certain kinds of fish, but I'm not a big seafood eater. And they forced me to take a bite of that octopus, and it was tender.
Yeah.
I have never had a bite of calamari or octopus that wasn't like a rubber band, and it always has put me off. It doesn't do anything for me. But this was flavorful.
Oh my goodness.
It was soft. It was tender, as if you were eating chicken or something.
It just melted in your mouth.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was.
It was very good.
And the crab cake was delicious. Best crab cake I ever had. I had many crab cakes. This was, then there was hardly any fillers in it. It was just crab, and you could tell it was fresh. And the caviar on top of it. Oh my goodness, I never had caviar, and just having that. Oh my goodness. That was delicious.
Yeah. And then you guys had the oysters.
We had the oyster.
Which I've seen oysters on like cooking shows and stuff before. And they were relatively average sized.
Yeah,
these oysters were they were as big as the palm of your hand. And I was impressed to see how large they were. You know, and you guys both said that they tasted good.
They taste delicious. And the only oyster I ever had in my lifetime was camel soup oyster.
Yeah.
So I can't judge that. But this one, oh my goodness, it was flavorful.
Yeah.
Everything. Then after that, we had a couple drinks, and we were there till after midnight.
The drinks are very interesting too, because the drinks are all named like for the gods and the zodiac and constellations. Sparta, very strong,
Medusa,
powerful. The Medusa.
I think God of Thunder or something like that.
God of Thunder. What was that other thing?
There's just so
something
many
of the Titans
drinks,
or something. Clash of the Titans or something like that.
I wish we should have took a picture of the menu, but we didn't.
They were really, like I said, all themed to go with what they got going on at that hotel.
But it was well worth it.
Yeah.
The price was steep, but you only live once.
Yeah, the price.
I do it again and again. That's how much I enjoyed it.
We will definitely make our way back there. That's for sure.
And I think on this vacation, what we learned too about that is splurge, because you work so hard the whole year. Why not? Don't be cheap.
We are not a family that vacations consistently every year. We do little small things. We do local things. We do plenty of things, but we do not go on large extended vacations, but every 3 to 5 years. And so this was our time. And to be able to say like, oh, maybe next time if we have a little more money, we'll do that. Or we didn't get a chance because we were low on the funds. So this way we did it.
We did it. Yeah.
And we made it happen, and that's just it. And it was well worth it. And as I said, some of the things that we did on this vacation, I would have paid double for the joy and the excitement that it brought us. Yeah. So
we went back to the hotel, slept, we got up early, we went to the pool, which the pool.
Yeah, Xander
oh my
wanted to
goodness.
swim,
Yeah.
of course, and
Before we
checkout
checked out
was
at
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, so we wanted to stay there as long as we could.
Yeah.
And so we went down and we
Pool didn't open till 9. We were
Yeah.
there at 7.
yeah.
And we got kicked out. They told us that we're not open till 9.
We had to go
so,
back. And so we ended up going
Yeah.
back and having some breakfast on the
Breakfast.
patio
Yeah.
and just relaxing
Relax.
and taking some more pictures and stuff like that.
Love the pool. The pool the starts off small, and the max height, the max depth of the pool is 4 foot 6 inches.
Yeah.
So
And
that was
it
nice
has,
for
you can either go down the steps
Yep.
or down a ladder, or you can walk straight into it. On the one end, it's just flat. You just walk into it and it gets deeper as you go. There was also I was a little shocked at the size of the hot tub for that big of a place.
That was
It was a little small.
Yes.
But maybe they feel like in Florida there's not a lot of people using hot tubs. I don't know. But the pool was gigantic.
Oh, it was.
And went on forever. And then there is a bar right there,
And
the
a
Lotus.
restaurant right there
What is
too.
it called? Lotus?
Oh my goodness! I wish we knew the name.
Something. It was Lotus something. And it's the bar, and they serve like other kind of foods, little like bar foods there. And
Plenty of lounge chairs.
lounge chairs everywhere. Lifeguard.
Some
I think there was 5 lifeguards on
which was nice.
deck at that time.
And what really impressed me was too, they had a handicap lift.
Yes, they did.
Which was
They
nice
did.
to have.
It's always nice when we see that
Yeah.
at certain places, certain hotels and places, because it's one of the things that being a nurse and working for handicapped people, it's one of their biggest things to be able to be accommodated and to enjoy everything the way a non-handicapped person could do. And so to see the chair lifts
that
for
was
the
nice.
handicap is very
big plus.
refreshing and lovely.
Yeah.
I love that. So we spent some time there, and then when we got our stuff together and checked out, and the valet.
It was sad.
It was sad.
It was sad to go.
My nephew said he never wanted to leave. He
Yeah.
wished his vacation would never end. And of
Yeah.
course, we let him know that, everything comes to an end at some point, but then you're on to your next adventure.
Yeah.
And so his response was, well, what was that? And I'm like, I don't know, babe. It's just go home and go to school and live life and
back
have a
to
good
work
summer and stuff like that.
Enjoy life.
But I hope he got my meaning,
Yeah.
that every little thing is now it's the next chapter.
Yeah.
And we took plenty of pictures, plenty of video to have this memory captured
Definitely.
and last forever for us.
Yeah.
But we would definitely like to say
my goodness,
thank you
do
to
it again.
Helios, all the staff. Everyone was nice,
Yeah.
accommodating, and of course that's what you would expect them to be. But it's not always the case. So
Yeah.
in this case particularly, they were all on point.
Yeah.
Valet, like I said, those gentlemen
They were
out
so
there
kind.
were so kind and
Fine,
sweet, and
I
oh my God,
I was taken back by it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was too. I was just like, wow, they're so on the ball.
Yeah.
And very nice folks down there completely.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed it. We really did.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed, and even though it was just overnight,
Yeah.
it was really an experience.
Yeah.
It really
Definitely.
was. So I hope you enjoy our vlog. If you do, please subscribe
hit the like
and
button.
hit the like button.
They're really going to help us out. We're just a very
We're just
new
starting
channel,
out.
small.
We're just starting
Yeah.
this out. We're hoping to change up some of our criteria. Right now, it's all about the pictures because we don't have enough video to make a longer vlog. However, we are working to change that, so there will be changes coming in the future.
Yep.
We're getting a new camera and one that accommodates vlogging a lot better. So hopefully that will improve things a lot.
It should.
Until then,
Life's an adventure.
only forever. Bye.